You are watching.
That's the wrong damn one. So this is just pop in on a Tuesday. We are popping on a Tuesday, and it's been a little bit though. So how have you been, landfill?
I've been good. Just kind of been under the weather lately, but I'm trying to shake back.
I know, same here. I mean, I was hell, I can't remember 1 week, 2 weeks ago. I was just in the hospital a little bit for a couple days. Same there. Not really. It was I had COVID, but it wasn't COVID related.
Doing a couple shares right quick.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. There was so I will say this this main event WWE, I don't know how people are still staying with it. I just don't. I don't know how it's working. I don't know if that's what they're just deciding of, okay, it's worked. Well, let's just keep working. It's like that's boring. This bullshit. I'm more excited for fucking Rock's XFL than this bullshit.
Well, I guess it's like all places. They just kind of they're going through different transitions and transactions, stuff like that. Having a bunch of releases. They get a couple other new guys here and there. Try to switch. Trajectory of what they're trying to do. Like I said, I guess it's like, all places, they got to kind of start back up from somewhere and go from there. Maybe things will straighten back up. Maybe things will get better. Maybe things will look better, as production wise with, talent and stuff like that.
I'm not saying that.
It's just,
come on. Why do they have to keep using Roman and Brock? Why Roman and Brock? Like, what is it with those two? And like, why switch it then? It's like, okay, it was like, okay, well, we've done enough of this Roman and Brock, so woo, let's switch it up and have kind of like a ooh. It's like a little different flair this time.
Bobby Lashley was going to play a little bigger role in it, but he, as of with the pay-per-view, he suffered a shoulder injury, and he'll be out. Supposedly, he's going to be out for a while with the shoulder injury. So that's why they're kind of playing more with Brock and Roman. Which this is something that's built up a good little bit. I believe we're going to be seeing title versus title come like we talked about a couple weeks ago. With Roman and Brock Lesnar as well. We'll see what happens with that.
I hope they unify it at this point.
And this is a thing that could happen as well. Everybody knows that Cody Rhodes had split from AEW. There could be a possibility that Cody Rhodes comes in, WWE gets in the title picture himself. We never know.
That'd be crazy. If Cody Rhodes came out in WrestleMania, I think that would be.
But I did like some news that I heard the other day.
Which one?
WWE Hall of Fame. This year's first inductee is The Undertaker.
Really? I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't catch that one. Finally, or yay!
I know, right? This is something I've been waiting on. But I guess he really wanted to wait until he was done. He's been in the back, kind of as like a mentor to guys in the back, stuff like that. He's been making appearances at concerts. He came out as to his theme music as the American Badass, riding his motorcycle at a Bad Buddy concert as well. Kind of promoting WrestleMania and promoting the Hall of Fame. And I keep hearing they're trying to bring Undertaker and Stone Cold back for WrestleMania, but I don't see that happening,
No, I mean, unless it would be maybe like just to them, like there would not be an actual match. I mean, like, here's the thing though, you already just kind of said, because he is going to be the inductee in the Hall of Fame, just like Kurt Angle or like them. He's going to be in that WrestleMania now, so that. And he's going to even be out there, so.
He'll be there.
It'll be
I don't see him
something
competing
I
anymore.
don't think
And
so.
like I think he's done.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be any type of story or thing with him, but you never
It's
know.
like with Batista. Batista stating that he's done with wrestling. He's no longer on the ring. He may make appearances just to do promotional kind of stuff, but he will not be in-ring competitor anymore for WWE. And he said you will not see him in any other ring anywhere else. So
I think he deserves. I do think he deserves the Hall of Fame. I don't know.
Speaking on Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor is now getting their own Hall of Fame back up and going.
Really?
They announced 3 people that are going to put into their Hall of Fame for this year. It is Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, and CM Punk.
Really?
Yes.
That's kind of cool. Where's their like Hall of Fame located, or is it just like a perpetual?
Well, I kind of figured they'll do like GCW, GCW, and like that. They did. They just rented out a hall and had everybody come together for just the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Ring of Honor is doing like little house shows now again. They got a pay-per-view either just happened or about to come up. It's a Ring of Honor Stars of Honor or something like that. There is a group of Ring of Honor guys that's competing in Impact, representing a faction of Ring of Honor. So they're carrying on the Ring of Honor name, which is a good thing, and as well, with the Hall of Fame coming up, I think that's a real good idea.
So what's the I know there's one more now because we're in February, so March. What's the one more now? So we finished Elimination Chamber. What's our next one we have rocking before WrestleMania?
Let's take a look. I will look that up because I'm not sure.
I don't know. I know they always have some other ones. Like I remember some like Extreme Roads or Roadways. I miss those. Like that's the one. They really took it away when it was the styles to it, not I don't know. I think they all changed what it is, but now AEW, I've heard people I've never really watched AEW. I think I've only watched it like once. But I'm hearing at least some people are like it's even dropping a little bit. Do you ever watch the 2.0?
All I'm really seeing right now is we just got done with the Elimination Chamber. And they're going to do the Hall of Fame on the 1st of April. The 2nd of April, they're saying they're doing a NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. After that's going to be April 2nd and 3rd with WrestleMania. And then WrestleMania presents Backlash on May 8th after that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a quick one. So I thought there would be at least something in March.
I figured that too, but they're not showing anything as of yet.
No, they're not. I mean, do you think then that's one of those like they'll sneak in? I know they've done that. The one I do remember that they snuck in is because there was one year that me and who I'm going to refer now as Ruth. That's who I'm calling the X in the book. But yeah, me and Ruth were really in is when you remember when Triple H had to come in and win the title because I think like Sheamus got hurt or somebody got hurt. Yeah. or when Sheamus got hurt, so Triple H had to come in. He won the title and or came and remember Royal Rumble won the title after Roman, and then they had this whole I can't remember what I'm trying to say, but it just came out of nowhere kind of thing. It was one of those.
It could be one of those situations where they just throw something in there. What it is, I don't know, but
unsanctioned. That's what I'm trying to say. Like an unsanctioned or like a non-contract thing. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
As well, they do the house show pay-per-view kind of things. They might do something like unless they kind of use the time just to do build with Raw and SmackDown leading up to that. Something I wanted to talk about. I listened to some stories the other day about managers and their the people that they manage over in the VOH Inferno. Where we do we're introducing a type of match called manager's match, where the competitor has a manager that speaks for him for about a minute, and then the competitor speaks for for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And it's where the manager is their hype man. They're hyping the guy up, getting to know the character and just hyping the shit out of him before the match. Well, getting to know the guy that I'm going to be managing, because I'm going to be in this. And so I start watching, stuff about managers and the people that they managed. Like, how much do you know about, Undertaker's personal life? What is one thing that the dead man is afraid of? Paul Bearer was talking to Jim Cornette about it back in the day. I saw a video on it. What can you guess be the one thing that the dead man cannot stand to be around?
I can't remember. It was something weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It's kind of like a cat in the manner. But Paul Bearer used to play practical jokes on The Undertaker, because The Undertaker cannot stand, absolutely despises cucumbers.
Yeah,
so they would stick a cucumber in his boot or in his hat, or slivers of cucumbers in his gloves before the matches while he's getting ready. And he throw these tantrums, just tearing up the locker room because he cannot stand cucumbers. If there's a cucumber on his plate or on the table that he's eating at, he's not going near that table. That's something that I found really funny. Another thing, how close some of these managers got with, the people that they managed. Mr. Fuji, for that matter. Yokozuna was a big man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, come to find out, they had their relationship took it to the next level when Yokozuna went to the restroom and he had to take a dump. So he sat down on a toilet. The toilet exploded, just crushed underneath his weight. So they're telling the story of how Mr. Fuji had to sit there and pick the porcelain toilet out of his thighs and buttocks. Yes.
Oh my! Look! I mean, fuck, man. I am not gonna lie. I was a fat man. But never toilet breaking fat. Toilet breaking fat. Damn.
I've been in situations where I've had to pick, thumbtacks and glass out of my buddy's back after a match, but never had to, sit there and full ass kept picking toilet out of his ass, kind of thing. Found that to be funny.
How big a porcelain, though? Because it's porcelain. If he broke porcelain, it's not like little pieces. I bet you he had to have been some shivers.
Yeah, they're saying there were some big shards that was just stuck into his leg and stuff, So that, they had to do that. Like I said, when you dig into stuff like that, you'll find stuff that's very humorous and funny. And it shows the relationship that, these wrestlers had while they were on the road back in the days.
Because they kind of had to. I feel like the managers is no different than a tag team partner in a way. I mean, even almost even closer, right? I mean,
Well, they got the documentaries and the shows based on the when they were hitting the road. They didn't have the big buses and charter planes and stuff like that back in the day. They hopped in cars and packed as many people as they could and went show to show. So
yeah.
they had you can look this up and find wild stories of stuff that they had to do. Like Mark Henry was traveling with a bunch of people and it was snowing, it was muddy, raining, and they got their car stuck. Well, Mark Henry, after everybody tried everything they could to try to get this car unstuck, Mark Henry just picked the car up and started moving it over and got them unstuck.
Yeah, I remember I can't remember, there was just so many they used to do on the network. I don't know if they do anymore, but they did that like on the road, where it was like they followed them on the road in these and that's all they did. They had to drive to the next cities. They never flew. It was just and some of them had to drive 4 or 5. There was usually some would even get like the bigger ones and drive 4 people. It's like, and it's just like people don't realize of it. It's like even these people who you think are making millions of dollars, like honestly, it's like Sheamus and Roman Reigns, and that like you think the Shield at that point you thought was making millions of dollars, and they're literally driving place to place. I know, yes, they're being filmed, but it's real though, and I know that they're really driving place to place.
I was I liked seeing the fact that Keith Lee is back on screen. He signed with AEW. I did like that he kept his character and came back as who he was, doing what he was, not trying to repackage him like WWE tried to do. That's why I didn't want them to do with Keith Lee. I was hoping to see Keith Lee and WWE keep going to be top talent, be in the title picture for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's why I wanted to see Keith Lee. And he was another one of those big guys that could do a lot of. He was agile in the ring. But so now he's over in AEW. I think they got him on the right path over there. I'm glad to see him back on screen. And as y'all can tell, we really don't have a theme for this week. Next week we'll be more prepared. As well, we are changing our date to Tuesday nights now.
Yeah, Tuesday nights, 8:00. We're me. Just hey, I'm Pop 2.0. Are we gonna be Pop 2.0 now?
So, we'll come up with a topic, as well as anybody that watches. If y'all want something, talked about that y'all want to listen to, or something that interests you, hop on, comment, let us know, and we'll discuss that.
No, there's something I want us to watch. There's something I'm thinking would be cool.
All right, what would that be?
What is the last time, we just have to find one ourselves? So today is like the whole 22222 thing. I know there have had to been I'm trying to think another time there had to been like a fancy date. I don't know. I was trying to think like a fancy date, like pay-per-view or that, but that's kind of more very complicated. So, like the May the 4th, I know there has been one pay-per-view on May the 4th. I do know that. I remember there's been a talk about that.
Yes, I remember something about that as well.
Let's find that. There we go. Let's find that. Let's find the May the 4th pay-per-view. There we go.
All right, we can check that out and look at that for next week. As well, did you hear about the newer promotion that's starting out?
Oh, what is it?
Y'all saw it as a faction come through Impact. Was it? No, it was GCW, I believe. But it was one of those. But anyway, it's Control Your Narrative. That's Braun Strowman, EC3, and a couple others. They came together and they actually started their own promotion.
Wait, Strowman's back? Oh,
yeah. He's now known as the Titan.
I love. Ooh, as Daniel. Oh God, Bray Wyatt. Or Bryan Danielson, I think is what he's calling it. Or
Well, Daniel Bryan,
No, not
Dan,
Daniel Bryan.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt. Has he came? I know he signed with AEW, but has he showed up
Well,
yet?
he hasn't come up yet. Hadn't seen him on screens yet. I hadn't heard any other talks. I heard there was possibly a deal going on with him, but he has not come yet. So I'm still waiting to see if that's legit. Um, Jeff Hardy is back in the ring. Him and Matt Hardy is giving it one more go. Going through different promotions, doing tag team stuff. I'm hoping to see them go over for the Crockett Cup. There is many tag teams going right now that signed up for the Crockett Cup, which is a tag team tournament. I believe it's NWA promoted, but that's going on. Did you see that Matt Cardona is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion right now?
Yeah, I see. There's a lot of stuff going. I do love this time of year. I will say April, probably April and May. I think May is probably my favorite time. I mean, I know y'all probably can't hear me. I was just trying to be silly in this this would be my persona mask. No, not really my persona mask. Honestly, if I ever had to use mask for something, this is my damn this is my super villain mask for sure. Like when I'm going in to like blow some shit up. No, I'm just saying like I love May and that. So I'm curious to see the directions things are gonna shift towards, especially with I want to see, I think, because if I'm thinking correctly, last year's WrestleMania was this is the first WrestleMania that they were the full year on the Peacock. So what I'm saying is I don't know if that's going to make the Peacock different, because it's like, okay, now we're done with having you do Raw and SmackDown because we don't care about you on Fox and USA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I think that you're right. That you title, bless you.
Thank you.
That unifying that title, and there might just be a one night. There might just be back to a one night wrestling show.
That could and that may be a thing to help them out, because right now they're trying to compete with ratings for two shows, trying to keep one afloat, or, see what they can do with the other. But another thing that I heard, like a rumor mill, was a possibility of Cody Rhodes getting with some other people to try to work out a deal, like, because as you heard, Shane McMahon was released from WWE.
Yeah.
Well, there's a rumor mill that Cody Rhodes, Shane McMahon may come together to try to do a WCW again.
That I like a cross thing. There's so much that can be. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's weirdly kind of in an open market at this point, because so much talent has been let go over the past, like, let's say 4 years, that. And I mean, and I don't mean just like talent. Do you mean like not legendary, but professional talent?
Some real good talent was let go, and that befuzzled me, of why they would just let them go, not try to, keep them on track with something, or start storylines with them, then cut them, and boom, and nothing makes sense anymore.
Like, I love Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman was my favorite until the stupid tag team match. That killed it. I mean, that was just weird. That tag team match with the kid and the.
That's pretty cool. And, I wish they would have carried on with that. Like, come a couple years later, he's older now in the ring. They tag team up again, kind of thing. But
if they pulled it out, yeah, no. So, but no, we're gonna. I think we're gonna keep it flowing. Our Pop 2.0. We're gonna keep this going on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Central, and keep following us. It'll keep Going up. The train will go up, right, Landfill?
Right now we're up to 888 followers and about around about the same likes. So let's just keep it pushing. Y'all just tune in and let us know what you want to see and what you want to hear, and we'll be here for to pop it out.
Yep. We'll be back.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.